Okay, we're live. Hi, it's Christi Karate, Mastering the Art of Life with Christie's Clarity today. And what I would like to say as I'm closing down windows and looking at things is happy February, right? The month of love. And one of the things that I love about my title, Mastering the Art of Life, is that the word heart is in the middle. So, mastering the heart of life. And that's what we're going to look at this month. How do you master the heart of life? And today I chose the 6 love languages. And, you may have heard them. And one of the things when people say, oh, I've heard that, is I say, but is it showing up in your life? Because if not, then um, if it's not showing up in your life, then you know about it, you don't know it internally. And so, if you are interested in creating more love in your life, regardless of the arena, whether it's your love life or if it's oh darn, sorry, I'm doing a little navigating here while we're doing this. I had the love languages up on my computer. Here they are. And so I wanted to share those with you. So welcome to Christie's Clarity. Every week at 10:10, I help give some clarity points for you to transform your life with, to make it even better. So today we're going to talk about the 6 love supplies, or the love languages that are people's gifts. And, you know, we can have more than one of these. And I'm going to just list them, and then I'm going to go back and talk to about a few of them, or each one of them, depending on how much time we have today. Because I like to keep Christie's Clarity to about 10 to 15 minutes so that you can grab the tip and then go into your day, right? So, um, so one is being listened to. I'm just going to go through the list. One is praise and acknowledgement. One is loving touch. And one is being supported in our goals and dreams. The next is receiving love constructive feedback. And another is keeping our agreements. I'm going to jump right to the receiving loving constructive feedback. Now, isn't that an interesting love language? One of the things that tends to happen in relationships is that it's our approach to how we give constructive feedback. Now, my program is designed on design, critique, and create. A lot of people find that word critique as to being a negative word, but really what it's about is what's in the way. And one of the things when we're receiving constructive feedback is to put on our listening ears, not to they're judging me or this or that, but what can I learn from it? And what's keeping me from what I want to achieve? That's what constructive or feedback or critiquing is all about. What's in the way? So when you're the one that's sending out the constructive, if you have somebody that's their love language, then you also want to know how to present it in a loving way. And there's so many things that you can do. First of all, you can set the tone of who you are. Like even before the words come out of your mouth, I love this person that I'm sharing with. The second is you can ask them, would you like my constructive feedback? It's really, you can take it or leave it. That's another thing that's happened. You can take it or leave it, but if it benefits you, I really want to share it with you if you would like to hear it. And put it in a way that doesn't put people up in the definitive and not definitive, in the defensiveness, so you have to pay attention. We'll always come down to the noticing, right? So pay attention to your thoughts, and I have this tool that I use called my frequency thermostat, And it's the idea of raising your vibrational frequency, your thought, your feeling tone before you come up with the solution or the answer. You can do that as well when you are wanting to give somebody, out of love, constructive feedback. Now, another thing about giving constructive feedback, really question yourself. What is my purpose in giving this feedback? Is it authentically to empower the other person? Or is there a little hidden agenda, especially in relationships, right? There are so often hidden agendas of when you want to give people constructive feedback. So always be for the good of others. Okay, one of my sayings is for the good of all and to the harm of no one, right? And then ask them, would you like my feedback? Okay, so I'm focusing a lot on that one, but I think in the love languages, there are people that really do want feedback in a loving way and they feel loved and supported, but often the delivery is not so positive. So one of mine is, this may not surprise those of you who know me, is praise and acknowledgement. That is my love language. You know, you don't have to send me a gift. You don't have to, you know, gush over me, other than giving me praise and acknowledgement. And, you know, that is, comes from some feelings that of, you know, ego, lack of ego strength. But on the other hand, it feeds me. And I think that's what it does to other people, that this is their love language, is it helps them keep on going in that direction. If that's good, then I'm moving in that direction. And I do believe, I'm going to get into my spiritual angle of this, is that we are the divine in expression. Okay, if we are conscious and remembering that. So if we come from our love and acknowledgement, or our praise and acknowledgement, from that place of being the divine in expression, and it encourages people to move in that direction, I think that's an incredibly powerful love tool. That's mine. So you want to stop and look at this list. I think that I can copy this maybe and see if I can get it to the comments here. And I can, right here is those love languages. And when you meet with somebody new, ask them, which is their love language? Ask yourself. You can tell by how they receive things, which is their love language, and how can I support them more in the way that is meaningful and powerful to them. So I want you to think right now about a moment in time that you had an engagement with somebody where they just really appreciated, they felt loved, they felt seen. Was it you keeping your agreements with them? Was it receiving loving, constructive feedback? Was it being supported in their goals and their dreams? Was it loving touch? Or was it praise and acknowledgement? And I think there was one more before that, wasn't there? Oh, yeah, somehow being listened to didn't get in there, so I'm going to post that, being listened to. And I want you to think about that moment and notice what it feels like. Where's my comments box? Do I have to hit return or something? Okay, you're just going to have to remember that was at the top, because I'm lost in the technology, and I don't want to be, because I'm right here with you. You know, was it them being listened to? And then I want you to feel like what it felt like to meet them where they were at. Meet them on their terms, not always your terms. So I love praise and acknowledgement. I will praise and acknowledge other people because that's my love language, if you will. But if they want come from loving touch, I will tell you, I'm not a big huggy person. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I'll tell you, when I hug, it is full of love. And so it's very special when I hug somebody. And so when I see that's their love language, that's what they could use right then. It comes from the very core of my loving self. So this week, as we get ready for Valentine's Day, whether, regardless of your circumstances, let's just call this month the month of love, like accelerating the vibrational frequency of getting love out into the world. Okay. And meet people where they're at. Start paying attention. What is their love language, and what can I do to meet them where they're at? This is Christi's Clarity. Looking forward to moving into next week, also continuing with the Love Month, and appreciate you all being here. Thanks for joining me. Let this help you in your life. Take care.